show.
No,
right
take
now.
your phone.
Somewhere down the Ebor streets are calling. Between 15 and 20 Friday night. Should've learned by now that one drink always means we ain't going home till the rooster calls.
Season 7. Caleb's coming in late. Caleb's coming in late for the Rooster Call. Welcome to the season. We think it's season 7 premieres, episode 1, Rooster Call. Woo! In the house.
Welcome back, guys.
In the house is Swipe Right, Caleb. You heard from him already. Say something else.
Swiping right. Never left.
Still swiping.
He's not an ambi swiper. Not an ambi swiper.
Not today. Not today. Next to him, to his left, to my right, is Matt Seaman.
Who do you?
Real last name.
Real last name. Who?
Samano.
This guy, I love Matt. Matt booked a tea time on Saturday. I showed up. We all showed up. He didn't make it. To his left.
I heard his-
No, we'll talk later. To his left is Marin.
Arab honey.
Over at Arab Honey.
Hey, Marin.
She's tuning in from the kitchen. She thinks she's not going to get on. She's on the show. Hi, Marin. Yeah, one of those cameras got you. Travis. Hey, girls in the house.
Hey girl, hey Lampy.
Travis is unusual. We'll get to that. This is an exciting episode. And then we have Tracy. I don't have a last name, but Tracy, welcome.
Hi.
Tracy from Costa Rica.
Sure.
You'll know we'll talk about Tracy. She's our guest tonight on our season. So welcome and welcome back. The main reason we got Travis, who went to Costa Rica and had some experiences, and Tracy from the town happened to be there by circumstance and is coming on the show to talk about that Costa Rica trip.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Both of us went to Rhythmia, but we didn't know each other. We met each other at the airport waiting for the shuttle to Rhythmia, and both of our first time doing it as well. Neither of us had done ayahuasca, and it was a crazy experience. It was life changing for sure. That gives you a different perspective about a lot of things in your personal life and in your public life as well. And it was really. I mean, I'm just so grateful. I mean, I know Tracy too. We're just so grateful that we went through that experience. It was really amazing.
That's a good opening statement. We're going to dive into this.
Okay.
So how many sessions did you do?
What is ayahuasca?
Well, for those that don't know, medical, what's ayahuasca?
So, the crazy thing too about Rhythmia is it's the only medically licensed ayahuasca retreat in the world. So they're actually medically licensed by the Costa Rican government, so that's really hard to get just on terms of quality and control. You can definitely go to a lot of these ayahuasca places that can be pretty sketchy. Myself, I never have, but
Right.
we
Oh,
heard
for sure.
stories a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
And what form did you take it in?
Well, back to your original question though. So we did it 4 times.
But what form? You did it how?
And
What did you do? Did you eat it? For those that don't know, so you drew like a tea?
He never actually answered what ayahuasca is.
Oh, that's what it was. That's right. Yeah.
Tracy, you're welcome to interrupt him and fill in the gaps, please. Okay.
I will.
Short version is okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So it is it's actually a plant. It's a root that they blend up, and it makes it kind of a drink, and you take it by a shot. They gave us a little Rhythmia shot glass.
Shots?
Something that you are used to.
I was, I felt in my element there at that time.
Okay. What do these shots look like?
It's a little different when instead of a bartender, you have a shaman.
Tracy, what do they look like? What do they taste like?
It looks like mud, a cup of mud. And it tastes like prune juice / mud. It actually tasted worse every night.
So not an acquired taste.
No.
No, I mean there would be some people that would take the shot and literally just throw up right there.
All right, so
Yeah.
paint the scene for the first time that you did the shot. Set the table. How many people were you? There was how many shamans?
Go for it.
Oh, sure. Okay, so there were 90 participants.
That's a lot of people.
There is a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
It's a lot of
That's a
people.
lot of puke and
And
diarrhea.
I was going to say, if you think about what we're about to do,
We like the
and
celebrate
then there were like shamans and other helpers. I would say there were about 30 of them in total.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And everyone drinks. So your shaman drinks, all of the helpers drink, everyone's drinking the ayahuasca, and we're all sharing 6 bathrooms. Important
Those
note.
bathrooms got some work. Like in the bathrooms, you're not allowed to use toilet paper because those toilets were getting so much work.
No, you can use paper.
Well, but
you
you
just had to
couldn't
throw
throw
it
it in the
away.
you couldn't, like,
what
okay,
were
yeah,
you
you
doing?
could
I was trying to go for the full experience, you know. And remember that next day we were talking though, like you would rarely hear the faucet running afterwards. Like no one was washing their hands afterwards.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Were you ever in the John sitting next to the shaman? You're like, turn around, look at him, like, yo, what up, dude?
No, it was only one person allowed in the bathroom at a time. It was like a single bathroom.
They were
Yeah.
real bathrooms.
And like they didn't even want you locking the bathroom because
Yeah.
like if like something happens to you in there, yeah, they want to be able to come in.
Yeah, and
So
you
got
can't turn on the light.
You got a lot of people. Everyone is taking the juice. What do we call it again?
Medicine.
We're
Ayahuasca.
going to call it the juice. We'll call it our rooster juice.
Rooster juice.
Rooster juice, yeah.
So everyone's taking the rooster juice. And how long does it take to start? And then what's that first night like? Trav, what about you? How long does it take to start? And
I mean, really to start feeling the effects of it, you can really start feeling it almost right away. Like
It's like frog vomit.
yeah, like at least you can at least start getting some of it right away, you know.
You started to get like hallucinate right away.
No, not but you start feeling stuff right away. Like at least like
you need to vomit.
yeah, like I mean you know you didn't take water there. Like you know like you took something there that your body's starting to figure out what's this. Like
Okay, all right.
and like
Let me
I
get
see
one.
Tracy, what about you? How long did it take you to maybe start to hallucinate or whatever?
It really depended on the night.
The first night.
First night, it took me after the second cup to
Well,
actually
you
start.
had to have a second shot of juice.
Yeah, that first night I had a total of 4 shots.
4 shots. Look at you. 4 shots.
I think
Travis,
you
how
had
many-
6, right?
I had
many did you-
5 the first night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are this you could dose yourself to this point where like you don't overdose.
Is this like taking
quickly?
tabs? Like,
They say if you can hear the call for ayahuasca, you need to go up and get it. So even if you have to crawl up there.
I've heard there was a story of somebody crawling to get a cup.
A lot. It happened a lot. More times like and people literally would puke.
Carry my bucket up.
Yeah, yeah, they would carry your bucket up to take the shot.
Yeah.
I mean like it was
Okie dokie.
It's a
Yeah.
dedication.
yeah.
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 And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
and that's interesting way that the shamans would look at it. Right? They would say like, wow, you're so dedicated to feeling this and going on this journey that you're going to know that you're puking and still they would almost respect you for doing that.
Mad respect.
Yeah.
Puke and rally, dude. Puke and rally.
Yeah.
Puke and rally, man.
The pugatorium? Is that what we ended up calling it? The
Yeah.
pugatorium?
I mean, there were certain times, you know, especially night 4, you know, was a really crazy night for I think everybody.
Skipping ahead to night 4. So was that your favorite night?
No, I
Tracy,
would.
Do you also have 4 nights?
Yes, we
Everybody.
were the same.
So,
Yeah.
so what was your favorite night?
My favorite night actually was the Divine Femininity night. Yeah, like
For those of you that can't see, there was a fist pound. That
yeah, like I mean, it was a really
the divine femininity.
Yeah.
The divine feminine.
feminine. Yeah, and like you know, the first night was kind of like an introduction for everybody, and then the second night was it was the masculine.
It was a
night.
masculine night.
Yeah, it was a masculine night, so it was all male shamans, all male assistants to the shamans.
the music was very aggressive, like almost rap music.
Yeah.
You know, and it really created this vibe in the room of very masculine vibes and stuff like that, which is fine. We're all yeah. Yeah, it was different, you know, and like wouldn't say that I didn't like that night, but then the next night having the feminine night, it was all female shamans, all female assistants, and like the music was beautiful, and like there was just this feeling, like I remember after that night, like I woke up that night, and like I just felt like I had like a big hug, like someone gave me like a big hug, like it really was crazy, like. Yeah, it really was.
Third
like,
night was your favorite night.
Well, that was the third night, and then just the fourth night though was just the wild.
It was intense.
Yeah.
It was very intense. That's kind of why everybody was there.
How long do these sessions last?
The fourth night.
So the fourth night is the longest. The first 3 nights were about 6 o'clock to 3:30 in the morning,
Okay.
and then the last night was 7 to 8:30.
Whoa.
So 7 p.m., 8:30 a.m.
It was sunset to sunrise.
Do you
Yeah.
go into
Yeah.
groups, smaller groups?
No, so you're in this huge room, and everyone had a mattress with a blanket, a pillow, a bucket, and a roll of toilet paper.
Were they in the form of like dorm or like a circle?
It was just
Beds.
aligning all the walls.
Pretty much is
All the walls.
how big our group was,
And
as
then-
many as they could fit in.
Yeah.
I mean, it was close to capacity in there.
Revenge of the Nerds going
Yeah,
into
it
the
was close.
gymnasium. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
They're packed.
Oh, yeah, I can see that scene.
We were definitely packed in there.
If
Yeah.
you did 4 and 5 shots the first night, how many shots did you guys do? The
Excellent
fourth
question.
Second night I did 1. The third night I did 2, and then the fourth night I did 1.
Why did you go down from the 4 to the 1?
Yeah, so the second night was the masculine night, and I had a really
Mine?
negative experience, so I was scared. I was really scared about drinking
It's on.
anymore, and I stopped.
Yep. Okay. Fear. Okay.
Yep.
What about you,
Travis, fourth night. What? How many did you?
I think I did 5, and then I did 3 on the masculine night, and then the feminine night I did 4, and then the last night I did 4.
That's like 16 shots
You were,
total.
you were getting in. A lot of practice.
It was a night at Res.
They weren't purple though.
They weren't Mr. Purples.
They weren't purple.
Yeah,
I
they
think
kinda
I
were.
recall you like you would stick your finger in the
I-
glass and like lick it off.
True story.
And
Like,
that
as
night
I was
you
walking
were
to the
so-
mattress, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
There's still some left.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Tracy,
did
can
happen.
you surmise you? Okay, when you went on this trip, was this your first time?
It was.
This kind of trip? Did you have a goal in mind?
Yeah.
Did
I had an intention. I wanted to figure
Right.
out my life's purpose. Like, what do I need to be when I grow up?
Right. Did you figure that out?
No.
Did you get closer?
I learned something important. So
Sometimes we don't learn what we want to know. We learn what we have to know,
Yeah.
should know.
Yeah. Like what I was meant to get from it,
Yeah.
I got. But it was something totally different than what I was after.
So
Okay.
even though it
Yeah.
wasn't what you were looking for, you still found it as a rewarding experience?
Yeah. I
Okay.
sure do.
Did you go back?
Yes, I'm trying to figure out how to go back
Okay.
as soon as possible, but probably next year.
ASAP.
Yeah.
ASAP.
So that's interesting. So even though you didn't even go towards what you intentionally were looking for, you want to go back
Yes.
and experience this unknown again.
Totally. I mean, what you experience is beyond anything that you could comprehend or come up with. Like, it was nothing I expected at all.
I know it can be really hard
That's what she said.
to kind of explain kind of this, what you kind of went through there and saw. Would you be comfortable like saying like any experience you went through there, any visions or anything like that?
Yeah. I can high level kind of share stuff. So, night 1, I feel like I spoke with God. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
That's quick. Night one.
Yeah, right now, right off the bat. All right.
Yeah. I was like, oh, fuck. And he just looked at me, cocked his head, and I was like,
what did he look like?
you know, I don't know what he looked like. He just felt like a male energy, and then there were 2 female energies, one on each side of him.
That's how God does it.
Right? So...
It's not my vision, y'all. It's Tracy's.
Oh, it was your vision.
Yeah, that was your vision.
I think you twisted it. You
All right, we
warped
digress.
that.
We digress.
So then,
Welcome back,
I was like, oh, fuck. And he looked at me, and I was like, oh, am I allowed to say that? And he was like, it's okay if you say it. And I said, but you're not going to. And he's like, no. And then we just kind of had a legit conversation. Unfortunately, I forgot to ask him what my life's purpose
That's
is.
what you went for, was your life's purpose. But
I didn't get that.
so you didn't talk about that, but what did you talk about with God? Do you recall?
Yeah, we had some really good conversations. My big takeaway from night 1 was gratitude, because I was like,
Yeah.
God, like I feel like I'm always super thankful, and he was like, no, you are thankful, but you are not grateful, and there's a huge difference between the two. Like I would say thank you to God, like I would say thank you to, you know, the checkout lady at Publix, and then God was like, no, gratitude. Like, you need to feel it inside of you, not just say
That's
thank
what she
you.
said.
And I was like, oh, okay. So that was my big takeaway.
Travis, if I may, did you go with an intention?
I didn't really.
That's,
no.
that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
like,
good.
I think my
Doesn't surprise us. Don't worry.
really one of I think I remember Caleb saying the night I was leaving, because he was supposed to bring me to the airport, but
I didn't.
no.
Do you legitimately not
I
remember?
he's like, hey, you got to
got him there.
you got to figure out what we're gonna do with Ybor Alive. He's like, that's what you got to do. You got to figure out, like, what are we gonna do?
Okay.
And
Okay.
But no, not even.
What
not even
did the
close.
juice spray into your consciousness?
You know, it really wasn't even anything I even really thought about, or any. It's, they always say, like, kind of what Tracy was saying as well. Like, ayahuasca tells you what you have to hear, not what you want to hear. And it's really crazy how it does that, because when I went there, not really knowing why I was really there or the purpose, well, I just kind of wanted to experience a new thing. And, but then, my big breakthrough on it was, it was night 4, and, I had ayahuasca, and she was whispering to me. And I could feel that spirit there, and she was whispering, and just out of the blue, she just goes, she goes, hey, everything's okay. She just goes, everything's okay. And, like, I really didn't know what she was talking about right away. And because I just was kind of like, what do you mean? Like, what? And she was like, hey, everything's fine. Like, you're 40 years old. Everything's cool. Don't worry about it. And, like, I really don't worry about it. At least I didn't think I did. At least in my forward conscience, I really didn't think that I ever thought about it. But yet when I left that conversation with her, I had this overwhelming urge of just like, hey, everything's fine. Like, everything really is fine, and, like, it was weird, it really was, where maybe I was thinking about it in my subconscious and I really didn't know, but that was a really big breakthrough for me, at least, that last night, for sure.
She was whispering, that's what she said. And I know you would do it again.
Oh, of course.
For sure.
Yes.
Excellent.
I will be there again, for sure.
What impresses me the most is this WhatsApp group that you're on now. We were chatting about it before. There is, everyone that went to the retreats in a WhatsApp group.
It's a pretty crazy WhatsApp group.
Pretty crazy, hefty.
I mean, anybody can imagine that does group chats. If you have 90 people on a group chat, I mean, it's intense.
Bing, bing, bing,
Yeah,
bing, bing,
like,
bing,
it's
bing,
pretty
bing.
intense. So, I mean, I had to silence it. I didn't really know how to silence it in the beginning. And, like, so then I silenced all of my WhatsApp messages. Like,
Now, you've got the president's brother is on your WhatsApp group. Am I right?
no, he wasn't in our group.
Oh!
He was coming.
He overlapped with us.
Yeah,
one
he
day.
he came in
on Saturday.
You
got
gotta get in that WhatsApp
we
group.
were leaving.
Frank, this is Frank, right?
Frankie. Yeah,
Frankie.
Frank
Yeah.
the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
He's been interviewed lately about this particular Costa Rican trip. This is our interview of our participants, but it's the same exact trip. So the overlap, 90 people at that or so at that point, and then a whole other group comes in, or just a few stragglers.
Yeah, you could go Saturday to Saturday or Sunday to Sunday. So Saturday was a day where people were coming and going.
Oh, okay.
Isn't
Okay.
that shaman, Tytha, you said, isn't he only like what 2 times a year?
So he used to be there, every Thursday he would come. But now Tyson
The
only
fourth
comes now
night.
it's it's once every other month, I think he comes.
I don't know. I saw the schedule. They sent me a schedule early
Yeah.
on, and I just saw that week was of interest to me.
Because he used to come a lot more, but now he has his own retreat now in Colombia.
So it seems like a lot more exclusive.
Yeah, Rhythmia is definitely one of the higher end resorts that you can go to.
It's not next to a 7-Eleven and a strip
No,
club.
and like really, we didn't leave the grounds, but one time
Yeah.
there was like a beach excursion that you could sign up to go to, where we did that. But other than that, you really didn't want to. You're so kind of deep in the jungle that there wasn't really anything around to go to.
Well, don't
Oh
they?
my God! What about your snake story?
Oh yeah, I told him that one. Oh yeah, it's so I actually I got home one night from doing the medicine in our ceremony, and me and my roommate, everybody's assigned a roommate there, just to kind of look after each other and things like that. And he falls asleep, and I'm getting off of my bed to go turn the lights off, and there's a snake in the room at the bottom of the bed.
Was it in a pair of trousers?
No, thank the Lord, because I wouldn't have seen it.
Not a trouser snake?
But it's nice. So many fucking cheap jokes tonight. And so I end up just trying to shoo the snake out with this pamphlet, with the Rhythmia pamphlet that they give us. I just open the door up and shoo it out. I don't think anything too much of it. The next morning, I'm telling everybody at breakfast, and then what's her Holly, yeah, was like, well, what's it look like? And I tell her, I was like, oh, it's got like little yellow stripe on it. She's like, Travis. And then she looks up the picture, and it's one of the most poisonous snakes in the world that I had no idea that was in there.
Shoot,
I was shooting it out.
shoot. Get out of here.
Yeah.
So that was a good one. That was a
Yeah,
good part.
that was a good
Yeah,
one.
for sure.
Travis, did it make it back? What? Got bit by a what?
Yeah, they were.
Could have went that way.
They were
It's a
upset.
Snake tamer. That's what happened.
They were upset that I
Snake
did not
taming.
call them and tell them, like the employees at the hotel, or at the
You're
resort.
you're just on ayahuasca and shit, you
yeah,
know. So there's
I just kind of was
Give me
shooting
a fucking
away
break.
trying to go to bed.
give me a
Yeah,
break.
isn't like the whole entire property like barbed wired off to
Yes.
prevent like animals from coming in?
Yes.
Now that animal, maybe they bred in grounds.
Yeah.
Which once they told us the story about like the panthers that Dr. Jeff said about,
Yeah.
like I was like, okay, I'm okay with the barbed
I'm
wire
alright with it all.
around.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, they were hiding up in the trees when
Yeah.
we first built this place. I was like, no way.
Yeah,
I was
think
like,
it was
no.
an electric fence, actually.
Oh, yeah.
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 Mhm.
Yeah.
Want a beer?
But it was, I would say one of the crazier things about it that, I really saw that I wasn't expecting, was the energy of everyone, where you could really feel like that positive energy coming from everybody down to like the yoga classes in the morning and the breath work to the shamans. Like there was just this all around really positive, and you really started feeling that.
Yeah.
Like those couple days into it, you really started like feeling this positive energy that was
Yeah.
all around you.
It was really, I knew a lot about people. Like, I knew their stories, their traumas, all this stuff. And then eventually I'd be like, so, my name is Tracy. Like, I didn't even know their name, but I knew their life story.
Right. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
One word to surmise it. A single word. And I know yours already. What would? Yeah. One word to surmise your whole trip.
It was like inside the actor's studio with James Lipton right now.
Yeah, I
Remember
don't.
that?
I mean, like I would
One
say,
word. Tell
wow,
me
that's
now.
really hard in one word. But I would, say, I don't know. I don't want to say breathtaking, but like
Breath work. Breathtaking.
breathtaking. Yeah,
Breathtaking.
like
You
it-
can
it
do a
more-
hyphen.
more
It's a
like-
hyphen. Breathtaking.
Oh, life changing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, 100%.
Okay.
It
Thank you.
really, it rewires you in a way to, I don't know if it rewires you to maybe appreciate or feel really grateful for a lot of things that you wouldn't before, and to really focus on the things that you're grateful for and push out the things that are negative energies and things that shouldn't be there.
That's what I thought your word would be. Grateful. If you had to surmise it because of your experience.
Yeah.
I can't.
What would you say?
What
Trey?
would
were
your
you gonna
word be?
say?
Transformative.
Transformative. That's a
That's
big
what
word for us.
Yeah,
That's
what she
way better too.
Obviously, Tracy, I just met you tonight, so I didn't know you before the experience. But with what Travis was saying, I've known Travis a long time. What you said really resonated with when you came back. I just felt like you were more maybe aware, more thoughtful, maybe like just more taking in everything going on and being more aware of the situation, what was being said, what was going on. And just like you said, you kind of learned to take things in and see everything. And I could tell the difference in you, especially right away. Like, I don't know, you're just more, thought out in your responses and stuff like that. And
Right.
you could tell, like, okay, something happened to this dude.
Not just you, Caleb.
More zen, like when the JM would lash out at him. He'd be like, it's all good, bro. It's okay.
Other people have noticed this change in Travis. Other people, like Marin, have noticed this change in Travis and have really they've memorialized it. They memorialized it.
Oh shit!
Hey, Marin.
Hey, Marin.
Welcome.
You got a mic right there if you want to talk.
Marin is in from NOLA this morning. Looks fantastic. Lives there now, but we get to see her a lot. And she's got some new ink on her arm. Can we get it on camera, Des? Like, what camera can she put her arm out so we can see? Des, what do you? This is why I need a headset, by the way. This one? This one here? Should I just take it?
This one right here.
This one here.
Okay. So Marin and I were at White Lie
Can you-
earlier today,
Can
and
you see that?
she had a great idea to go
You
get
have to-
my name tattooed on her forearm.
You have to
So
Did you get it?
there it is.
We got it?
There it is. Travis.
What was the first thing that you said, Tracy, when you saw that?
Oh, I asked her if she lost a bet.
Marin, did you lose a bet? You won the scratch off of lottery they call Travis.
I think Travis won the lottery.
Well, yeah.
True
That's why it's
True
funny to
story.
say.
I won the lottery.
That's why it's funny to say it the other way. Congratulations. Congratulations. Lovely.
Travis now. Everyone
Woo!
It's very cool. Very cool.
It's official.
It's official.
So that's we caught up on the Costa Rica trip. Wonderful stories. We're caught up on the tattoo. Let's catch up with these roosters for a second. Who wants to go
up?
first?
What's up?
What's up? Where's your life at? How's it going?
Life is good. I'm about to take my summer vacation. Go to Wisconsin, where I grew up. My family has rented 2 houses out there on Lake Geneva, and they're coming from all over the place, from Seattle, from Portland, from North Washington State, from North Carolina, and from Mexico City. And the whole fam's getting together for a little family reunion.
Are you bringing the ayahuasca?
No, I don't know how to get it. But that would be interesting to do ayahuasca with the family,
I know a guy.
right?
How many people are coming to your reunion?
So there's my mom, my dad, the 5 siblings, and now 1, 2, 3, 4 grandchildren, or nieces and nephews.
How long are you
So
going
what is
for?
that, 9, 10, 11, plus spouses and boyfriends, and so we're up.
So you're in
to,
the 30s, 40s.
14. No, 14.
Plus about
bringing all your boyfriends?
Jared, Kevin, they're all coming to
No,
town.
so 14 of us. 14.
14?
It's just the immediate family.
Oh,
Just-
okay. How long are you going for?
We're gonna be there for 5 nights, and hopefully get to see some friends that I grew up with around there. So it'll be good.
It'll be real good.
And then in the interim of our season 6 to season 7, any big events? Nothing
No.
big.
No.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy.
You didn't get. I mean, nothing too bad like
No
going
tattoos,
to jail.
No tattoos.
or
with
getting any
people's names
tattoos,
or anything
stuff
on
like
them. You know, nothing like that.
I got tattoos, but there's no big deal with that.
Catching ginger fever. He's
Matthew,
catching ginger fever.
Matty Ice, our couple big
Andrew.
things have happened. Can you see, Des? Can you see in that camera this trophy? This
It's
trophy,
a beautiful trophy.
gorgeous trophy.
We have 2
Same
trophies
dude
at the
that made
house.
this trophy, which this is my baby. I own this right now. Oh, I own this right now. Matt won the Pace Billiards Bonanza Pool Tournament. Woo!
That was a great tournament you put on, Andrew.
Who did you
That was nice
beat?
work.
You beat me to get to the finals.
I beat your mother, your sister, and then you. Or no, your mother,
You even
and
think
then-
about beating my mother? You better wake up and apologize. Sorry. This is a beautiful trophy. You did beat all the Gordons except for my dad. Caleb took out Rich,
It
who
was a
made
great
the
event. It was a
trophy.
great event.
Right.
Rich made the trophy. Rich was toting of it. He was a shark. Like he was going to tear everyone down. And then Caleb took
He
him
was
down.
upset. He was upset.
Oh, he was visibly distraught the whole night. He was sad the whole night. He stayed to the end for the raffle things. So congratulations on this. Now this is a nice.
Thank you.
This was a nice like bolster from a few months ago, from what happened, right? But this is very nice bolster
Yeah,
from
yeah, that was a nice trophy. Things are
Very
going
nice.
good. Thanks for asking.
that.
Um,
Matt missed golf the other day.
yeah. I'm
Matt coordinated golf and it didn't show up. He missed out. It was good.
Well,
day.
we kind of
It's
knew
okay.
what was going on when Des said that he was here hanging out at
Yeah.
the hen house till like 5 in the morning.
Then I can get away from you very
So
quickly
then-
at this place sometimes, especially on a weekend.
You know, it's easy to lose track of time.
There are no clocks
Like
on the
Vegas
wall.
in here, yeah.
The
There
only
is a
clock on the
but
wall
It doesn't work though. It's stuck at 420.
at
It does not move.
at all hours.
It is correct twice a day.
And there is stuff pumping through these vents
Twice a day.
twice a day. that-
Des, do you have a mic back there, by the way? He says he does not. We need a mic in there and a headset out here.
So we got
Right
tell
on.
them about,
Okay, now
the
thank
next
you.
season.
So now we have season 7. This is just the intro. Don't worry, it's gonna be super. I know last season we had the people on the patio. That's gonna be fantastic. This is the season of competition. Every time we say season of competition, it'll be a competition for who says competition the best. Here we go, folks. Starting off, you won't have to wait long. Very next week is the chicken wing hot
Competition.
Wait,
Oh, sorry.
you wait. Premature.
I was jumping the gun on it. My bad.
Season
Okay,
of,
all
or
right.
for season of, is the chicken wing hot sauce challenge. Sponsored by
Hot Daddies of Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Hot Daddies of Hilton Head, South Carolina. And who is in charge of that outfit over there?
That is my younger brother Garrett. Owns a store. He's gonna be bringing down a couple of different sauces, and we're gonna have to load up on some toilet paper and probably some gallons of milk or water.
All right, we're gonna have new.
It's gonna get hot.
The game plan is that New York is donating the chicken wings, and we've got the hot sauce, and we're gonna have. We'll figure out the number, but what? Like 3, 4, 5 hot sauces. 5, right?
Probably like 5 to 6.
5 to 6. And we're gonna have a
person.
line of them from mild to hot,
That way we can do like
and see
7,
who
8
can
people.
hang in
Yeah.
the most. Yeah, that is gonna be episode 2, but our first challenge in our season of
Competition.
Damn, I was gonna say the challenge.
Now,
I lost that competition.
that competition goes all season long,
Yeah.
Travis, with no actual winner.
It's gonna
But
be great.
yeah, so some of the ideas that you came up with and some of the ideas that we came up with. Number 1, it is the chicken wing with the hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
But we have some other food ideas. Maybe these are all maybes. We do the taco challenge. We do the pizza challenge.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about other things like the musical challenge.
Steak and a
Name that tune.
Name that
steak and a
tune
wife
type of
beater
deal.
challenge.
Name that tune.
The best steak you can get in Tampa by entering the restaurant wearing a wife beater.
I mean, I think
That'd be
they'll
a hard,
serve.
that'd
Yeah,
be a
I
hard
don't know.
competition, man.
Yeah.
Put it on the list.
That on the list, and then we've got the painting or artist one where we have famous works of art and have artists here guessing like who did it, what year, the name of it, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the visual arts there, and then we've got the poker tournament for Davo, for the mayor,
Right.
and then we have our Olympics we're gonna set up in here, darts, putt. We're gonna have the mini pool and ping pong and air hockey, that kind of shit. And then it'll all finale with the event we're doing with Men's Unscripted with Patrick. That's a putt tournament thing for the end of the year, whenever we're doing that.
Right. The putt bar crawl.
The putt bar crawl.
Right.
Yes.
That'd be great with it.
So,
That's gonna
and
be
you
the
know, and a
end.
lot of these ideas are open ended on it. You know, we're always open to suggestions.
Please give us some
So
suggestions.
we'd love to hear
in our
from,
season
you know,
of competition.
And we'd love to hear, you know, some if anybody has any really good ideas and anything, you know, that, you know, bringing some guests on and, you know, forming some type of challenge, we'd really love to hear it. You know, it's you know, also I was thinking, you know, maybe doing a one for all the security guards, you know, because we've always talked about that, bringing the security guards on throughout Ybor. And
To be
doing-
contestants.
to be contested
Yes,
and do
yes,
like
yes.
a fake ID competition, like who can spot the fake.
Then we got to get fake IDs.
We'll have them made.
No, we just go to Show Bar. Show Bar's got
they've
like
got
a
'em.
stack,
Oh.
like literally a stack of them.
That'd
this
be a
big.
good. Well, then
Yeah.
they're all fake. Oh,
I know
we
a
can mix
guy.
them. Okay.
Mix them in, yeah, mix in the real.
We
ones.
know you know a guy.
Yeah.
Can you buy the real one?
Young as ever.
But you know, it's all open ended. You know, one of the things that I think's great about the podcast, you know, and Ybor Live and Rooster Call is we're always open to suggestions from the community and guests. And you know, if Tracy, you have an idea, you know, or anybody who comes up to us on the street or at a bar, like let us know, like, hey, this is a good idea. Let's do this. You know, because it's the season of competition. Yes.
You surprised me.
But you know, let's
pan.
let everybody know some things going on in Ybor. Like we got it. There's
Like right
a lot
now?
of things. You know, it's a lot of things.
Fire away.
So we've had some closures. You know, in Ybor,
We had a few
Which,
closures, right?
which really is it's sad.
It's my phone's
You
over
know,
there.
because we've lost some big staples that we've had in Ybor with Elmer's and Boneyard, and Rock Brothers Brew. You know, they weren't here as long as the other two, but Elmer's and Boneyard were an institution. They're institutions here in Ybor, and you know, to lose them it's definitely a big change. You know, and we found out today actually that Boneyard is getting the new Blind Tiger. So Blind Tiger,
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
the coffee shop's going to move into Boneyard.
Boneyard.
Mhm.
Okay, there's something else to go in there.
Yeah. So
Does the
and
coffee
then,
have real tiger in it? Real tiger blood?
tiger juice?
Tiger juice?
Tiger juice. And Elmer's opened up and was bought by 7th and Groove, and now is Arena XX.
I thought it was 7th and Smooth.
With Arena XX.
Arena XX.
Because Arena XXX would be way over the top.
Yeah, I mean, then it's just, too much. But, you know, these are some...
All right,
it's-
but what else is opening? Anything opening up?
So we had Sterling open up, which is the new rooftop bar and cigar shop right
Oh, yeah,
next
that's
to
right.
7-Eleven. So they
Nice.
just opened up. I have not been yet, but Baker went and said it was beautiful. Said it was
Yeah,
really
Des
nice.
was in there
Nice.
too. Des and Matt went.
Oh,
so
Des
it was
went?
cool,
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Des was there too. Said it was really great. It hasn't opened up yet, but I've heard at where Carne used to be is going to be called 10 Rooms.
Okay, anything would be good there.
Yeah,
You know?
kind of. Yeah.
It's a nice place. It's a nice building spot right there.
So yeah, there's it's I think definitely the places closing down in Ybor wasn't for lack of business or lack of things going on there. It was more for just probably better things are going. I don't want to say better, but more opportunities were abound for these places. So I'm sure they sold those places for a lot of money.
This is the way.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad to see him go, but it'll be exciting to see the new ones come in.
I'm gonna miss the corn dogs.
Oh, the corn dogs at
Boneyard.
Boneyard. Mad Dog sauce.
Top notch.
R.I.P. Mad Dog
You
sauce.
want a good corn dog, you go to
man.
Evo's.
You want a
You get some
good
good corn
grilled
dogs.
chicken wing that you would never know that it's cooked on a George Foreman grill
Yeah.
in a back room?
I'll never forget that. Would go and get the chicken wings there all the time at Boneyard.
Yeah.
All the time. And the bartender one night's like, you know how we get those grill marks on there, right? I was like, how's that? They're like George Foreman in the back. I was like, well done, sir. Well done.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're good.
So, you know, we're all excited.
Excellent. Okay, anything else going on anywhere now or in the very near future? Any parades coming? It's July, end of July.
Though. Too hot for parades.
Right? It's
Yeah.
freaking hot out
I think
there.
the next one will probably be, what, Guavaween? Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
Around
It's gonna get
Halloween,
s-
yeah.
It's going to get super hot next Monday with all the hot sauce from the hot daddies. Yee.
Hey, we're all excited, though. New season of the podcast starting up. We're going to have the guests on. Don't worry, Marin just kicking the camera over there. Don't worry.
Yes, we're gonna have a fantastic season 7. A lot of season of competition.
Competition.
I'd like to thank Tracy for coming on our podcast. Tracy with the Volvo.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thanks for having me.
Tracy with the Honda. Thanks. We played Tracy Young Gravy's song for the first time. She heard her name on the song.
Yeah.
I was like, Joel, you don't have a car.
Des, you got anything for us?
Des!
He says he doesn't think so.
All right. Hopefully it all turned out
Love
good.
you.
Hopefully it all turned out good. Hopefully you could have heard this and saw this. Marin's motioning to Travis about I love you or something. Travis and Marin, thank you for coming. There's a microphone right there. You can,
Tonight, or-
thank you for coming tonight. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I wasn't talking about your relationship and whatever you guys do. Matt, good job tonight. Any final thoughts?
Nice job, Andrew. Looking forward to next week.
Woo!
Thank you.
Great
Thank
job,
you.
Andrew, hosting tonight.
I felt so good to be
Very
honest
good
with
job.
you.
Very good
Right?
job.
Getting back in the hosting chair.
Caleb, any final thoughts over there?
No, just good to have the hen house back and be back in action. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
just I know we're in the show, but we lost control of this place a little bit.
No one needs to know any of that. Cut it, Des.
Des.
Cut out the last 10 seconds.
Cut
Cut that out, Des.
But it's back to production.
I don't
time.
think it's a bad thing to say.
No, it was a fun
Yeah.
thing actually. I
Well,
mean,
you missed me.
yeah.
You know, I like what Caleb's saying there. You know, I think a lot of people have gone to the hen house and shit got out of control. And
We had too much fun.
Listen,
Yeah,
the
there was
fact
just too much
is
fun.
there was too much fun going
Too much
on.
fun.
But we curtailed
we
ourselves.
reined it in,
Yes,
And,
like mature people do.
and we are all really excited about
Mature
this next
adults
season.
I
do.
think we've all, from that experience, grown in our understanding of what we're doing here.
Can't agree more.
And how to manage it.
Can't agree
and,
more.
What we got to do next.
We kind of know what our boundaries are now.
Well, I don't know.
We always we push boundaries. Is what
Yeah.
We do push
boundaries.
that, and that's how you get holes in cheese. Is when you push the boundaries open. You get some holes. You gotta put some new
But,
slices
I'm
to cover
excited
those
about
holes.
what we got going on and what we're about to start doing
Yeah.
this season, and whatever happens next.
Next few episodes, this thing. Damn it!
That was your fault.
This thing will be coming back into play.
That was-
Matt, are you still the commissioner of our league? Okay, it's my baby right
Watch your P's and Q's, kid.
here. All right, Matt, commissioner of this league. This one's always up for grabs. Let's do a Rooster call, close out the show.
Of course.
Tune in next week for the same Bat channel.
Season 7, baby. Let's go.
Tenga buen dia. Adios. Marin's sliding her ass to her man. There it is. I knew it. I knew it.